Hey boss, I know you're built to succeed, but do you? I know in my own experience of running and growing a business that I have challenges all the time where I run into imposter syndrome or these little negative thoughts seep in, or I think that my business is gonna die tomorrow. And all of these things that are not really logical thoughts, but they naturally come up. There is this little narrative or voice in the back of your head going, do you really deserve this? A lot of the times. And it's been something that I have been actively trying to figure out and overcome for myself. And so I thought I would share a video with you of the 3 daily habits that I have to make sure that I'm always programmed for success, for positivity, and for really growing, and that growth mindset that you need to have as an entrepreneur. So these are things that have worked for me, and they might just work for you. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do for new videos on how to be your own boss and build your own life. Okay, so step number 1 is the 90-day letter. And it's basically like affirmations on steroids. And it's one of the best things I've ever done. Came from a mentor of mine, and it's such a brilliant idea for making your vision a reality. So what you do is, say today I sit down and I write a letter. This letter is going to be to myself as a version of myself that's 90 days from now. So basically it would be, Dear Sunny, in your business, you're now doing X amount of revenue per month, whatever my goal is for what I want to be at in 3 months. You can talk about your relationships, exactly how you want them to look. You can talk about opportunities that you want to achieve in the next 3 months, and you speak about them as if they're already true and as if they've already happened. It's such a powerful exercise because it makes your vision and your thoughts and your goals and your dream a reality for you on a daily basis. And it's one of the first things that I read to myself every morning when I go to bed, so that I stay grounded in that vision, and it keeps me motivated and on path for what it is that I want to be achieving. If you like that idea, let me know in the comments below. Tip number 2, or the second daily habit that I have that I practice every single day of my life, is the abundance practice. So when you're an entrepreneur, it's a funny thing that happens because you're gonna say to yourself, when I hit 6 figures, everything's gonna be perfect. Or when I hit $1 million, everything's gonna be perfect. But the reality is that with every new level that you hit, new level, new devil. And there's gonna be things that come up for you, there's gonna be mental hurdles for you, and one of the biggest things that's most prevalent, and that definitely has come up for me, is that you get into a bit of a scarcity mindset and you think, oh my gosh, I could lose this all tomorrow. So I daily try to remind myself and stay in a place of abundance, meaning that there's always more, and that there's always more room for growth. So the next thing I do is I'm grateful. So every single night I write a gratitude journal. So morning is what I'm proud of, and at nighttime I do a gratitude journal. And what a gratitude journal is basically it's just saying, today I'm grateful for, and you start off with like 1 or 2 things. And I started doing this in one of the hardest periods of my life. It changed my whole mindset on what was going on, because at the end of the day, to be able to sit down and go, I'm grateful for this, 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 and this, and it grows into this list of like 20 things, you realize that there's so much that you're grateful for in your life, and there's so much good and abundance in your life, that all of the other stuff that you're focusing on just really doesn't matter, and it's really not a real thing. And even if there is really hard stuff going on in your life, I've been there, but you can always end the day by realizing that there's a lot to be grateful for as well. So what I want you to do right now is comment below this video with one thing that you're either proud of yourself for or you're grateful for today, and see how it kind of shifts you and shifts your feeling about yourself and about your business. And I want you to tell me more about that if you feel a little shift. And so the third thing is the solution strategy. I would say that the biggest thing that differentiates successful people from people who are kind of stuck in their lives is figuring out solutions versus problems. And I really do feel like entrepreneurs are professional problem solvers. And so you have to be in this headspace of, how can I make this better? Because I've been through this where there's something that comes up, and if you watched my last video, you know that shit hits the fan all the time as an entrepreneur. But when I feel like something's coming up, the only thing that makes it worse is when I dwell on that problem. The thing that makes it better is when I take a step back and I go, okay, how is this actually an opportunity for me? How is there a solution to this that I can execute right now, or that I can have someone else execute for me? So really getting into the mindset of, when a problem rises, not being paralyzed by it, but instead looking for the solution and starting to move forward, as opposed to moving backwards or just getting stuck in the same spot. So when there are challenges, I just reframe it in my brain to find a solution. So these are 3 daily habits that I use to make sure that my brain space and my mental clarity is in a place of abundance and a place of success and a place of positivity. Because the reality is, when you're running a business and you have, a lot on your plate, if you're not in a good headspace, it's really hard to feel like you're going anywhere. So I hope this was helpful for you. If there's one of these tactics or all three that you're gonna use, let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it with your fellow bosses, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.